It's cotton harvest season in Burkina Faso. In this village in the country's south, everyone in the community turns out to bring in the white gold, as it's sometimes called. Men, women and children. Wendkuni and Wendiam, whose names have been changed to protect their identities, are 10 and 12. They fit school around their cotton harvesting duties.
I am 10 years old. When I get up in the morning, I go to school. When I come back, I go to the field to go to work. At school, we have a lot of work lessons. My favorite subjects are geography and science.
A report by UNICEF says that a 20-year downward trend in child labour globally has come to an end in recent years, and numbers are going up again. Experts say data was collected pre-COVID-19, and they predict that the pandemic might exacerbate the situation.
If I come to the field, I work. I work to remove the cotton. When I come here, I come with my father. I hope to own my own field when I'm older.
Wendkuni and Wendiam's parents cannot harvest all the cotton they grow themselves. And they say if the family is going to make enough money to eat, the children have to help. Child labour in Burkina Faso is illegal, but the law is difficult to enforce, and families that live in poverty do not have the resources to harvest cotton without the help of the children.
Many countries, although they've adopted good policies and laws, the ILO Convention on Worst Forms of Child Labor is universally ratified. They're facing headwinds in terms of lack of economic growth, inequality, persistent inequality, and continued, pervasive poverty.
Experts say cotton produced with child labour makes it into the international supply chain easily and can be found at all levels of the fashion industry. However, advocates say while this is difficult to stop, it is possible. Arisa, a human rights non-profit advocating for global rights, says brands need to ask questions about the origins of the cotton.
One thing is for brands definitely is transparency and knowing where their cotton comes from. Because if you don't know, if you have no clue where your cotton comes from, you also have no clue, whether there's child labor or not, and you can't research that.
Zwart says it's also important for consumers to ask questions. Wendkuni, meanwhile, says he wants to focus on his education. He says he loves school, and when he grows up, he hopes to be a teacher. Henry Wilkins for VOA News, Southern Burkina Faso.